petrol price hike. On the foreign scene, Sudan rejects United Nations call for peace force to protect civilians. And in sports, Enyimba defeats Heartland in Nigeria Professional Football League match. And now the details. I am Akan Usen. In a pioneering effort to engage the younger generation in environmental conservation, the Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency, LASEPA, and the Lagos State Parks and Gardens Agency, LASPAC, have held a one-day summer boot camp for children tagged Eco Explorers Boot Camp. Speaking at the event, General Manager of LASEPA, Babatu Ajayi, said the Eco Explorers Boot Camp is aimed at fostering a deeper understanding and appreciation of nature among children, while inculcating in them sustainable environmental best practices. Ajayi noted the significance of the boot camp in shaping the environmental consciousness of young participants, saying the Eco Explorers Boot Camp is an essential platform for children to learn about the environment and the importance of protecting it. He also stressed the need to integrate environmental education into children's lives, just as he highlighted the state government's commitment to delivering a cleaner, safer, and sustainable environment to the younger generation as part of the efforts to address the issue of climate change and its attendant effects on both humans and the environment. Special advisor to the Lagos State Governor on Transportation, Shola Giwa, has urged truck drivers to adhere to speed limits indicated on road signs provided by the state government. This comes on the heels of an accident involving a truck fully loaded with cement. It collided with the BRT corridor at Delray Junction, heading towards Mile 12. A statement issued by the Director, Public Affairs and Enlightenment Department's Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, LASMA, Adebayo Taufik, noted that the accident occurred due to brake failure as the truck, moving at high speed, veered into the BRT lane while the driver ran away with the thought that he had rammed on commuters. No casualties were recorded as LASMA rescue team swiftly arrived at the scene to manage the situation with the LRUT, while officers from K2 Police Station provided security support during the rescue operations. The Nigerian Navy's forward operating base, Formoso, has handed over the vessel MV Bravo Alero, laden with approximately 200,000 litres of suspected illegally refined automotive gas oil, AGO, along with its 3 crew members to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, for further investigation and possible prosecution. According to the commanding officer of FOB Formoso, Navy Captain Ifeanyi Chukwumabeko, the vessel was intercepted by the Quick Response Force of Operation Delta Safe with reinforcement support from FOB Formoso. Speaking during the handover ceremony, Mabeko highlighted the Navy's ongoing efforts to secure the waterways of Bayelsa and curb illicit activities including oil theft and illegal bunkering. The Nigerian Navy said it remained committed to its mandate of safeguarding the nation's maritime domain, particularly in the Niger Delta region, by preventing criminal activities such as illegal oil refining and smuggling. Operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, have intercepted consignments of cocaine and pharmaceutical opioids at 3 courier firms in Lagos. NDLEA spokesperson Femi Babafemi said the drugs were concealed in ladies' sanitary pads and hair treatment cream containers. Babafemi said the consignments were heading to the United Kingdom, Ireland, and Cyprus. According to him, in one of the logistics companies, not less than 30 parcels of cocaine weighing 1.1 kilograms were concealed in hair cream containers. Babafemi also noted that no fewer than 550,000 pills of tramadol were also intercepted at the Port Harcourt International Airport. And now to the rest of the stories. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, has urged President Bola Tinubu to use his position to direct direct the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited (NNPCL) to immediately reverse the illegal and unconstitutional increase in the pump price of petrol across its retail outlets. Serap also urged the President to direct the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Lateef Fagbemi and appropriate anti-corruption agencies to probe the allegations of corruption and mismanagement in the NNPC. These, according to Serap, include the spending of the reported $300 million bailout funds collected from the federal government in August 2024 and the $6 billion debt it owes suppliers, despite allegedly failing to remit oil revenues to the Treasury. In the open letter signed by Serap Deputy Director Kolawole Oluwadare, the organization said the increase in petrol price constitutes a fundamental breach of constitutional guarantees and the country's international human rights obligations. Troops of 6th Brigade, Sector 3 of Operation World Stroke, OPWS, have apprehended a suspected kidnapper's informant, recovered an AK-47 rifle and a vehicle in two separate operations. The informant, identified as Grace Marcos, was arrested for reportedly aiding kidnappers and criminal elements in the area. Acting Assistant Director, 6th Brigade Army Public Relations, Olubodode Oni, said she was arrested following the abduction of one Malam Saidu in his place of abode at Visi community of Ukum local government area of Benue State in an intelligence-led operation. Oni said the suspect is currently in custody and undergoing further investigation to reveal the extent of her involvement in various criminal enterprises. The commander, 6th Brigade, Kingsley Uwa, while reacting to the successful operations, commended the troops for their professionalism and swift action, urging residents to continue cooperating with security agencies by providing timely information that could help prevent and combat criminal activities. The Zamfara state government has reaffirmed its dedication to enhancing healthcare services with the reconstruction of a hospital in the state. Governor Dauda Lawal, while inaugurating the reconstruction of a 200-bed at Talatan Mafara General Hospital, said the state-of-the-art facility is part of the administration's effort to provide quality health care to residents and enhance medical infrastructure across the state. Lawal emphasized that the current administration has prioritized the revitalization of decaying infrastructure as a critical pillar of transformational agenda. He said the government has deliberately placed education and healthcare at the forefront, recognizing the central roles in societal development. Now to foreign news. Sudan's military-led government has rejected a call by a United Nations fact-finding mission for the deployment of an international force to protect civilians from the country's ongoing civil war. Sudan's warring party had committed harrowing human rights violations against civilians. Thousands of people have been killed and nearly 8 million displaced since conflict broke out in April 2023 between the army and the Paramilitary Rapid Support Forces, RSF. The two had jointly staged a coup, but then fell out, plunging Sudan into a civil war. UN's missions lead, Shande Othman, said given the failure of the warring parties to spare civilians, it is imperative that an independent and impartial force with a mandate to safeguard civilians be deployed without delay. The fact-finding mission also called for an arms embargo to be imposed on both sides involved in the conflict. Now sports. Aimba have defeated Heartland 3-1 in a thrilling Oriental derby at Dan Ayam Stadium, Owerri. The hosts took the lead through Suraj Lawal in the 53rd minute. Aimba rallied to win the game through goals from Ifai Iheme Kwale and Clinton Jeffers Brace. And that's all for the news at 9. Just before we go, maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms on X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website on www.trafficradio961.lg. Did you know that under the Sorono administration, Lorna launched the Lagos State Blue Box Recycling Initiative? You can get more details on the Lagos State government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. In a pioneering effort to engage the younger generation in environmental conservation, the Lagos State government, the Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency, LASEPA, and the Lagos State Parks and Gardens Agency, LASPARC, have held a one-day summer boot camp for children tagged Eco Explorers Boot Camp. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, has urged President Bola Tinubu to use his position to direct the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, to immediately reverse the illegal and unconstitutional increase in the pump price of petrol across its retail outlets. We also told you that Sudan's military-led government has rejected a call by United Nations fact-finding mission for the deployment of an international force to protect civilians from the country's ongoing civil war. And then Sparta Ima has defeated Heartland 3-1 in a thrilling Oriental Derby at the Dan Ayam Stadium, Owerri. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Zainab Adebeshi. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good evening.